Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is Game God Fluent, bringing you episode 9, excuse me, of Let's Play Fabled Lands. Hope you guys and gals are doing well, wherever you're at today. It's still day 1 here, and that tends to be when I get the most episodes in, it seems. But we got most of these done yesterday, which was my rest day from the previous 3 I did for Gordian Quest. But yeah, we had a lot of progress so far. We're making pretty killer progress. We did all these green quests. We found some cool items and stuff. We have 300 shards in the stash, and we're in Yellowport. So today, I could go ahead and buy the lockpicks, but I think I'm going to save up for the +2 trinkets and try to try to not let my smoke go out. Okay, so today I guess we'll pick a quest and maybe go after it. The greatest story is the Hermit. I'm not sure. Let's look at the mini map here. We've got, well, we can do the underwater quest, which is labeled as hard. So yeah, let's go ahead and do that, I guess. Do we have the proper blessings? We have charisma, scouting, safety from storms, combat, immune to disease and poison. We have enough arrows. We have the get out of jail free card. We have the climbing just in case we're not diseased. 68 shards seems like a bit to be taking with us, so let's stash another 35, honestly, for this, and let's head to the Shadar Tor. You're on a cobbled road between Yellowport and Marlock City. It's well kept by the Sokaran military. You spot a man up ahead striding towards you. Suddenly 5 or 6 bandits appear from the wayside to assault him. The lone figure executes a series of movements almost faster than the eye can see, and you see his sword flashing in the sun. Moments later, the bandits are all lying dead or dying around him. You stop to compliment him on his swordship. The man, a grizzled veteran of many campaigns, regards you with steely gray eyes and says, "I have learned much of the arts of war in my time, it is true." Impressed by his skill and demeanor, you venture to ask him to teach you some of these arts. He looks you up and down with a critical eye. Okay, we've seen this last episode. Successful combat roll. He seems to see something he approves of because he says, "Perhaps, but first you must prove yourself. There's a knight, a man of great evil. He is known as the Black Dragon Knight. Defeat him in battle and I will teach you. Bring me back his Black Dragon Shield as proof of your valor." With that, he turns and walks away. New quest. "But how will I find him? And then how will I find you?" you cry. "Would you have me kill him for you as well?" He looks over his shoulder. "As for the second, ask for me in the Blue Griffin Tavern in Karan Baru. My name is Yanrite the Sun." Continue. Okay, you come to the top of a windswept cliff. An ancient pillar of jumbled rock, pitted and weather-beaten, stands at the cliff's edge like a broken finger pointing at the sky. Seagulls sing their song of desolation in the air. Judging by the runes etched into the rock, the Tor dates back to the time of the Shadar, or the Shadar, a race that ruled Harkuna so long ago they are lost in myth and legend. Examine the runes. Take a closer look at the runes. Not a great chance here. Failed. The runes mean nothing to you. What were they actually? I'm not sure. Wonder if I should reload that. Quick load. And see what the runes mean. Maybe we shouldn't examine the runes because we just don't have a good magic score yet, and we know that, so let's maybe hold off until we get a wand. So let's actually just go down to the beach. You climb down a narrow track to the beach. The sea pounds the rocky shore, and the spray lashes your face. A mournful yet utterly captivating singer suddenly fills your ears. You look out to sea and spot several mermaids and mermen cavorting in the surf. "Come, come to us," one of them calls in a lilting voice that fills you with a yearning desire to plunge into the sea and swim out to them. So we have to make a sanctity roll. for our sanity, actually, and we failed. So I'm going to quick load again. We have to pass this one. Because I'm not losing all this stuff. There is a little bit of save and load, but it doesn't hurt anything. Just a little chance to roll some dice a bit. Doesn't really take away from the game or anything. It's just I'm playing on classic difficulty, which, you know, says you're going to have to save and load a lot. You guys can play it on easier if you want. Successful sanctity roll. How can I come out to you? I would drown in the sea. Is that what you plan? You ask angrily. Don't you know, sighs one of them, the kiss of the merfolk gives the power to breathe the waters to one of your kind for a short time. The others laugh mischievously. Return to the clifftop tour. So now we've got to examine the runes. And basically hope we pass. Failed. Oh, we have to make another sanctity roll. I'm just going to reload anyway. Yeah, because they keep us for weeks. I guess since there's runes, that would tell us that we're going to need magic. I could go and sell some pearls. Let's just try again. We'll power through. There we go. The runes are written in Old Shadar, an ancient language from thousands of years ago. You realize that the runes form a spell that will give you the power to breathe underwater for a few hours. Use the spell and swim out to sea. Gills grow out of your neck as soon as you have read the runes aloud. You make your way down a track to the beach and swim out to sea. The gills work perfectly and you find yourself swimming in the eerie silence of a submarine world. Suddenly, hideous forms loom out of the murk. They are rather like giant squids, but they carry spears in one of their many tentacles and wear rudimentary armor. Great black eyes shine with an implacable alien intelligence. You realize the creatures are some of the legendary repulsive ones. They are swimming past you, intent on their own business, so you follow them in the hope they will lead you to the sunken city of Zia Sudra. Your instinct was correct. The seabed suddenly drops away to reveal the ruins of the sunken city of Zia Sudra. Crumbling towers climb out of the hazy green depths, and shoals of flashing silverfish dart through the abandoned windows and doors of coral-encrusted buildings. The creatures you are following arrow down towards a large dome-like structure covered in waving tendrils of seaweed. They disappear through a hole in the roof of the dome. Carefully you swim down to the hole and look through into the palace of the repulsive ones. The inside of the dome is lit with an eerie yellowish glow that comes from the sea moss that carpets the ceiling. At the far end, a grotto in the wall contains an idol made from seashells and coral, presumably of Oannes, the god of the repulsive ones. At its feet lies the golden net of Alvir and Valmir, the object of your quest. Between you and it swim several of the giant squid creatures carrying out various undersea chores. Okay, so we could fight our way to it, rack our memory for a solution. There must be something you have learned that can help you. Make a scouting roll. Failed. We'll use our blessing now and roll it again. There we go. Quest updated. You remember what the fishermen say? The root of a certain seaweed, when crushed, gives off a cloud of toxic fluid. This sap is harmless to humans, but it's known to paralyze marine creatures for a short while. Fortunately, the seaweed grows in abundance here. You swim down with a handful of the roots, squeezing its sap into the waters. The hideous creatures shoot towards you, but you are paralyzed the instant they enter, they are paralyzed the instant they enter the cloud of reddish fluid that billows around you. You can take the golden net. It's an artifact, masterworks craftsmanship, but the gold is a bit of a drag. Then you swim back to the Shadar Tor. or the Shadar Tor as fast as you can. Boom. So where did we turn this in? Yellowport? Temple of, let's see, yeah, the Temple of Maka or something. No, of Alvir and Valmir. What was I going to say? Oh yeah, I should maybe do combat in more of these situations to get some loot and stuff. But let's visit the Temple of Alvir and Valmir. Talk to the High Priest. The priests of Alvir and Valmir are overjoyed that you've returned the golden net. The High Priest rewards you with 100 shards and a magic weapon, a rune-engraved trident. Wow. This is even better than the spear we're using. 5 to 6 damage, plus 2 combat, 2 range, and it's rare. Wielder beware, for there is always a bigger fish. Can we seek a blessing? Pay 20 shards. Let's, is it Maka that will give us a scouting blessing? I think so. No, this is for poison immunity and stuff. It was Lacuna, I think. Do we have enough for tier 9 to seek a blessing? We already have a combat blessing. And we already have Elnir, right? Charisma blessing, yep. Okay, so 100 shards. And a killer trident. Which is definitely going to replace... Well, this does 4 to 7. This is a magic trident. This is an enchanted spear. They both cost 5 action points. They're both rare. This does more minimum damage. Guaranteed. And this does possibly higher max damage. I'm going to go ahead and probably put the trident on. Just for a guaranteed 5 each time. And the spear, we can maybe sell at the market. They're looking for an enchanted spear. They'll pay me 400 for it. Let me make sure I want to do this. Enchanted sword is 5 to 6 as well. They're all worth 400, so it's basically like a, you know, just a playstyle thing, how you want to do it, but I think more minimum damage guaranteed probably fits my playstyle more. So we'll sell that for 400 big ones. Now, oh wait, we can check the market. Oh. Wonder if I have enough money to head back to the Isle of Druids. I do have enough to buy, like, we have 533 in hand. We can, let's F5 right here. Quick save and see if these treasure maps are all different. I assume they are. No, they're all the same. Well, these are the same. So let's quick load. Is F6 quick load? F9 is quick load. So, let's see. 533. We could get more combat abilities. The pole arm would get +1 damage. We could buy the Amber Wand for +1 magic. But I'm thinking, we have some back at home at the stash. Let's see. We have about 900 almost. 870. 800 would get us an item from the Isle of Druids. Stash 470. F5. I'm not sure what to do next. Check the quests. Easy, the Black Dragon Knight. Gain 1 rank of warrior, +1 combat if not. We don't know where he is, but explore the city by night. Oh, let's head for the rough, well, let's F5 and then head for the rough part of town. Oh, you're set upon by what? Knife-wielding thugs who are intent of relieving you of your purse. Let's talk our way out of it. You decide to try and talk your way out of the situation. We have a 97% chance. A success. The thugs are confused by your rhetoric and leave you alone. Now, I wanted to go... Is it the poor quarter? Yeah. A mad beggar covered in sores and grime accosts you in the street. We heard this in a previous episode, so let's just try to bless him. Oh, we have a terrible chance. I didn't realize that, so... Oh, we passed. Unbelievable. New quest. You pass your hands over the mad beggar, mumbling a prayer to the gods. The beggar cries out, "A cloud has been lifted from my mind. The curse is dispelled. I remember all." His name, he tells you, is Akradai, the azure prince of the Horde of the Thousand Winds, nomads of the steppes. "I was cursed with madness by Shazir of the Ruby Citadel, but now you have cured me," he says. "I am forever in your debt." He leads with a parting cry. "Seek me on the steps and I shall reward you." Back to the city center. Okay, that's pretty cool. Wasn't expecting that. Let's see. If we go to the city by day and head to the area around the palace, the mercenaries make us pay 15 shards. Let's see what happens if we refuse to pay or don't have 15 shards. "Refusing to pay your taxes, eh?" says their leader. "That's a crime for sure." They close in around you. You have to think fast. Pretty good chance of passing this one. We do. You spin them a tale about your poor brother, a mercenary in Grieve Marlock's personal guard, lost his legs in the fight to overthrow the old king, and that you have spent all your money on looking after him. Several of the militia are brought to tears by your eloquent speech. They end up having a whip round among themselves for your brother, and they give you 15 shards. Chuckling to yourself, you return to the city center. Nice. Alright, so the Black Knight is easy. There's the Golden Chainmail, which is very hard. The Kingslayer, the greatest story ever told. We have to go to the foothills of the Spine of Harkin. Let's make a solid save here. LP9. Alright, we can return to the Shadar Tor. Or the Shadar Tor. We have all this money. What do we want to buy? Is it worth it to buy a +2 item right now when we can get by basically with +1? Scouting, if we take that off, our scouting score is 4. We could get the Golden Compass or something. Our Sanctity is even lower though, it's a 3. So honestly, what I think I'm going to do here is head back to the Isle of Druids. I have a stash there, so it's all good. The journey is uneventful. Let's go to the stash. Let's take out... Let's see, we have 63, so 737. Let's see what the market wants to buy. I wonder if they'll buy my compass. Or I mean my holy symbol. Did it say? Searching to buy holy symbol for 100. Okay. Now we have 900. Let's head to the forest. F5. Try to get back to the City of Trees. But we do have to make a scouting roll. Failed the scouting roll. Completely lost. We lose 2 stamina. Nothing too major. Some animal accosting us. Success to the City of Trees. And to the market, where we can go ahead and buy the silver holy symbol for 800. Good thing I brought... Wow, I didn't want the ebony wand. I wouldn't have enough, and I wouldn't have had enough for the gold compass. The gold is immaterial, but being able to splurge on it really boosts one's confidence. Silver holy symbol, it's rare. Silver grants purity of purpose and protection against the creatures of darkness. Resilient companion books. Wow, can't even afford these books. Yeah, I think we're gonna buy this silver holy symbol. For all those pesky sanctity rolls. Now our sanctity is 5. Next I'm worried about is magic. It's the lowest of the remainder. I mean, at least we have a compass, right? We need like a wand. And charisma is also a 5. So we're pretty balanced. Pretty nasty in combat. Okay, let's... head out. Go back to the obsidian stones, I guess. We'll F5 here and step through one of the archways for Yellowport. I'm gonna hit my water bottle here. Alright, so next, excuse me. We did the harbor area, the area around the palace. I'm just curious what happens if we head back here. Oh, the same thing happens. We have to pass a charisma check. Success. Another 15 shards. That's pretty funny. You can grind shards there. If we explore the city by night, head for the rough part of town, go to the wealthy area. Let's F5. I just want to see if the wealthy area does anything new. Oh, a thievery roll for the woman in black leather. You lose 1 shard, but then you find that the baby she was carrying was a bundle wrapped in swaddling clothes, a doll wrapped in swaddling clothes to make it look like a baby. She got 1 shard out of us. Explore the city by night, head for the rough part of town. While making your way through the back streets of the poor quarter, you're set up, knife-wielding thugs. We already got talked our way out of it. We already fought them too, I think. Let's fight them. Yeah, we already did this. It's not like we get XP or anything, and I think we're low on arrows. 4. And there's 3 of them. Oh well. Dead. Not dead. Poison on you. Arrow on you. Dead. Dead. Dead, dead, dead. See what we get from them. 15 shards. So it's F5 now. We're carrying a lot of shards. Let's go ahead and drop some. And let's maybe leave here and head out for adventure somewhere. Go back to the Shadar Tour, or the Shadar Tour. The adventure is to the north, so let's go to the north. Let's go to Venifax. See if they have anything worth saving up for. Not really. We better change our arrows while we're at it. We have enough for this adventure. Inn. Yeah, let's spend a night at the inn, rest until fully healed. And can we explore here? Oh, village healer. Alright, let's head up. Let's try the eastern road for once. You're on the road between the Blessed Springs and Venifax. Pilgrims, the sick and injured, travel this route to the holy waters of the Blessed Springs to find salvation. We can get attacked by mad pilgrims, nothing happens, or blessed by a priest. We're blessed by a priest. You gain a safety from storms blessing. You move on. I think we already had one. The Blessed Springs, the Lake of the Sea Dragon. Is there anything actually there? No. All this adventure stuff is up here further. It's not necessarily down here, but let's quick save. Make a solid save, and then check out this lair of the Sea Dragon. See if it's actually what it claims to be. You are up the stinking river near its source, the Lake of the Sea Dragon. From here, the yellow waters rush down to the sea. The smell of the bubbling, sulfur-laden water is abominable. Abominable, yeah. The shores of the lake are swept by ochre waves, and the air smells foul. A sickly pale green seaweed is the only vegetation that can survive in the sulphurous waters of the lake. A small fishing village, Cadmium, has grown up on the shores of the lake. Cool. Market. Wow, you pay what, Oh, you sell silver nugget and smolder fish. Okay, maybe there's gem enchanting at some point. Let's explore. The local village is very small with very limited options to explore. Maybe you could try and talk to a fisherman. Fishing, you ask? Surely nothing can live in these poisonous waters. The fisherman shows you a bright yellow fish with gray stripes, saying, "Only the smolder fish is adapted to the sulfur. Feeds on the local seaweed. Mind you, the smolder fish is totally inedible." Why hunt it then? Well, each fish is worth quite a bit to sorcerers and the like. We have a standing quota to fill each month for the magical colleges at Dwemer. The sulfur-laden organs burn in a particular way, a very useful ingredient in certain magics, I am told. And where does all this sulfur come from? Scholars say there's an underground volcanic vent. Others believe it's the breath of the sea dragon. Personally, I always drop a silver nugget into the waters once a month to appease the dragon, for his favorite metal is silver. Go back, okay. Let's hire a boat and go fishing, maybe? You can hire a fishing boat for 15 shards a day. It comes with a fishing net. Yeah, we'll give it a shot. Lose 15 shards. You row out into the lake, spread the net, and wait to see what happens. After an hour or so, a great bubbling and frothing of the lake disturbs your solitude. A massive, scaly head the size of your boat erupts out of the ochre-colored water on the end of a long, sinuous neck. Great luminous green eyes look down at you. The creature is covered in brown scales with a bright red crest running from the head down its thick, ropey neck. "I am Veus the Sea Dragon," it says in a rich, creamy voice tinged with evil greed. "To fish in my lake, you have to pay tribute. To wit, 1 silver nugget. Pay now or face my wrath." We're actually unable to pay. We don't have a silver nugget. Before you have time to react, the dragon's massive tail smashes into the keel of your boat, lifting it out of the water and breaking it in two. You are pitched in the sulphurous lake with a rabid sea dragon closing in, intent on swallowing you whole. So we basically have to roll a 7 or better. Big money, big money, big money! Ooh, a 12. Should get something special for that. Lucky. Somehow you manage to evade the creature's jaws and swim back to shore. Hauling yourself up onto the beach, you're assaulted by an angry villager. "Where's my boat?" he cries. You've sunk it, haven't you? You city types don't know a thing. Well, you have to pay me back, 50 shards at least. Huh, you reply. The cost of hiring it was more than it's worth in any case. As far as I'm concerned, that boat was mine to do with as I liked. The argument goes on all the way back to the village, but eventually the fisherman gives up and storms off. Okay. Talk to a fisherman. Okay, anything at the market? Nope. Alright, so let's leave. And, the countryside, Eastern Road, which leads to the Blessed... let's go to the countryside. You're crossing an open expanse of flinty ground. A few herds of sheep roam the low hills. We can get lost, nothing can happen, or we can meet a shepherd again. We meet the shepherd, who gives you a wolf pelt. He gave us one before. Cool. Well, F5. Cold Leak is supposed to be hard, but there's a quest there. Oh, the Kingslayer. A group of rebels loyal to the old king are hiding in the Cold Bleak Mountains. And then over here somewhere, we've got the Golden Chainmail right in this city here. Karan Baru or whatever. Let's head to the Blessed Springs. I don't think we've been there yet. The village of Blessed Springs, nestling at the foot of a tall hill, has grown around the holy waters, a special spring said to have healing powers. It has been fenced off by the villagers and a priesthood appointed to supervise the supplicants who come to bathe or drink of the spring's waters. There is no market, but an alchemist has set up a shop here. Huh. Let's go to the Blessed Ale Tavern. Buy drinks around the bar. A few locals are discussing recent events. It seems that some hideous beast has made its lair in a cave on the hill that overlooks the village. It's a gorlock, says a farmer, and it's amassed quite a bit of treasure by all accounts, lifted from its victims. A brave adventurer like yourself could get rich if you killed it. You'd be doing us a favor as well. You know what a gorlock looks like, but you ask what a gorlock looks like, but no one knows. Nobody's come back to tell the tale, says the innkeeper. There's not much else to hear. So I'll make a note of this. Gorlock monster in cave on hill at Blessed Springs. Explore. Okay, let's look at these. We haven't triggered any of these yet. Oh, we blessed the beggar, so we can go ahead and put a check mark here. XXX. We did that one. Oh, and it actually led to a quest. Yeah, it led to a quest, so we don't have... It's in the quest book. Right. The quest is, the Black Dragon Knight. No. Is it the Greatest Story? No. Is it in the Great Steps? Yeah, Seek Me Out. Let's open all these up while we're at it. Alright, cool. Let's leave and head to the alchemy shop. Oh, Potion of Strength. +1 combat. Used before making an ability roll or before entering combat. Adds 1 combat for that roll or that combat only. Wow, you can add it before ability rolls. That's awesome. A Sanctity, Scouting, Thievery, Magic, Charisma, and Combat, and Potion of Healing. They'll buy mine for 10. Wow, those are really good potions. We may have to stock up on a few of those sometime. Let's hit F5 and go to Explore. You have heard stories of the Holy Spring and its healing powers. The village has basically grown around it, and you have the limited places to openly go due to the guards hired by the priests of Mulhern to patrol the area. Still, you think you can pay a visit to the Holy Waters, talk with the owners of the alchemist shop, explore the hill. Now, I do have an official title, an initiate of the Mulhern or something. Let's talk with the owner of the alchemist shop. The alchemist shop is lined with potions, jars of exotic substances, herbs, and so on. Alembics and beakers bubble and boil, full of strangely colored liquids. The alchemist, a tall, gangly fellow with a beak of a nose, sells potions. The alchemist can make you some special potions as well, but he needs some ingredients. He needs an ink sac and 250 shards. If you pay the money and have an ink sac, he will make you a potion of restoration. It can be used only once to heal all lost stamina points, cure poison and disease. He also needs a scorpion venom and 50 shards. If you pay the money and have some scorpion venom, he will make you a scorpion antidote. It can be used only once to cure the poison. Good to know. Let's explore the holy waters. How long have we been playing? 35 minutes, okay. A wooden stockade encloses the springs. At the gate, 2 militiamen stand on guard, and a priest dressed in blue robes sits behind a desk. 35 shards to enjoy the divine spa, says the priest. We don't have 35, we have 32. Maybe I can sell something? No, just my potion. Alright, I guess let's go explore the hill and see if we can handle this Gorlock at the end of this episode. You make your way up the hill. After a while, you spot a cave set into the hillside a little further up. Judging by the human bones dumped near the entrance, this is the lair of a dangerous beast. Fresh tracks of some large two-legged, three-toed creature lead from the cave into some nearby trees. It seems it is not home at the moment. Scouting or magic? Definitely scouting. We have a 58% chance. We have to roll 7 or better. 7 or better, 7 or better. Perfect. You recognize the tracks as those of the legendary Gorlock. You remember that it is said to have backward-pointing feet, so that the tracks it leaves will always show the opposite direction of travel. This means that the Gorlock is currently inside the cave. We'll F5 again. Wait for it to leave the cave. You wait for an hour. At dusk, something emerges. It is the Gorlock, a beast with legs like a bird, a body like a reptile, with 2 short forelimbs and a beaked lizard-like head. You see that its 2 legs do have backward-pointing feet. The beast heads off into the hills and you creep forwards. With the Gorlock out of the way, you are free to investigate its lair. Inside the cave, you find 500 shards, a mace, and a silver nugget. Whoa. All that glitters is not gold, but sometimes it's the next best thing. And a mace. 3 to 5, common. Speak softly and carry a big mace. Continue. Now, I do want to eventually challenge it to combat as well. I think I'll go ahead and buy a stash in Karan Baru and then come back here and deal with this stuff. So I can deposit stuff in Karan Baru too. I don't want to be walking around with 500, well, we can go to Fort Brylon. Cold Bleak. So I'm probably just going to save here because we're 40 minutes in anyway, 38 minutes. Let's refresh ourselves about Cold Bleak. We'd be doing this for the Provost Marshal. Is a rich and powerful man, cunning and capable. He has need of someone like me. He says a group of rebels loyal to the old king are hiding out in the Cold Bleak Mountains. Their leader, Nurgan Corin, is dangerous to them, and he's heir to the old throne and a rallying point for the rebels. Penetrate their stronghold and slay Nurgan Corin, and you'll be richly rewarded. 500 shards and a title if you succeed, and we'd gain a rank. But I'm wondering if we have, if we can work for either side of this conflict. Like, if we go to Cold Bleak and maybe talk to the rebels, if they would have a quest for us instead to kill the Provost General. I don't know. It's possible. Let's just get to Karan Baru. Let's head back to the countryside. Nothing happens. We'll F5 again, main road. We continue to get mistaken for a beggar here. Will it continue? No, nothing happens. And we can go to Karan Baru. Although, yeah, we'll go there and then maybe check out the forest again later. Oh yeah, the quest to steal the golden chainmail or whatever is here. Pretty wicked. Oh, we can buy new armor, but not really necessary, I think. Not yet. We'll end up just saving our money, probably. When 2 enemies are within 2 range, your damage is increased by 2. That's really, really good. But I wouldn't make it one of our 3 passives, really. Because we're in that situation, you know, quite a bit if we're fighting a lot. Pessimists see it as a half plate armor. Optimists as a set of full plate armor. Splint armor, contrary to your suspicions, it doesn't splinter under enemy blows. And it's uncommon, but yeah, we're not going to buy that. We'll have a look. Do I want to pay 200 shards for this? It may open up naturally just by doing the quests. Oh, we can ask the innkeeper about Yanrite the Sun. But anyway, I'm going to save here, guys. Super interesting stuff, in my opinion. Hope you guys think so, too. And hope you guys are enjoying thus far. Plenty more to come. I see myself continuing to play this. Just a huge open world. Very fun to explore. Yeah, really, really fine game here. If you guys want to help support this dev or the devs involved, go ahead and check it out on Steam. Definitely worth my money so far, and I mean it's already paid for itself as far as I'm concerned in enjoyment. But yeah, I hope you guys are digging it. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you all. Much love, peace, and joy. Stay tuned because yeah, much more to come. Day 1 of our Fabled Lands adventure. Bye-bye.